Tottenham. So, I'm not letting Levy off the hook. I'm not letting Levy off the hook. And I think if any Tottenham fan that cares about their club, you shouldn't let Levy off the hook. Because the most relieved man right now in England is Levy. Because he's like, phew, we won. You know, what's there to say? We won 2-1, boom. So what's there to complain about? But as I was watching Tottenham play, what was I thinking about? I said that this is an amazingly well-coached team. And Pochettino has to be one of the best coaches. I like the using the word, one of the best coaches out there. But what I was thinking as well was that 2 or 3 quality players in specific positions, Tottenham can win the trophy. But this team that I see here, against other teams who have improved and have brought in more players to improve, this Tottenham team are not winning a trophy yet again this season. And who is to blame? Levy will be the man to blame. Because, so first of all, I'll just put out some notes here. First of all, see, Sergio Aurier was always good. Sergio Aurier was always good. And I think when you look at that ball that he played to Dele Alli, he's always been good. The guy is a really good right back. He can tackle. Sometimes if he can tackle, he's very good at crossing. There's a lot of right backs, they just cross without thinking. He actually thinks about what he's doing, and he's very good at getting a good quality cross on the ball, good height, good angle, and a good curve. And it works really well. First time he did two things. So I think Sergio Aurier is a guy you have to keep faith in. He's not a guy you put on the bench. Even if he's doing badly, you walk with him, you give him support, because he's the kind of guy that he will reward you if you're loyal to him and have faith in him. But for Newcastle, and the thing with Newcastle is that, again, Mike Ashley, you have the cash. I know you're rich. I know you're rich, and I think it is similar to Levy, but not to the same extent. It is madness that Rafa Benitez, who is, in my opinion, the most underrated manager in the world, isn't rewarded with more investment in more players for him to get. Because look at how Newcastle are playing. Look how well they're organized. And this is a team that don't really have any world-class players. Look at how well he has organized them to play good, decent, organized full football. Because I thought Richie was very impressive. Kennedy was very impressive. But is Rondon going to give you 20 Gs? Because Newcastle, the guy is going to give them 20 Gs. And I think the issue they had when they actually had Tottenham under pressure, and the way really put them under a little pressure was they were not able to really create anything, and they were not able to get anything to really stick, and they didn't really call Sanchez or Vertonghen any kind of real pressure, because you don't have a quality striker or another quality attacking player who can complement Kennedy and what Richie were doing. Again, spend the money with the right players, and then you can have that. But I thought Sanchez and Vertonghen, I thought they did really well, and again, Tottenham again. Defensively quality, and that has been the foundation of what they've done so well. I think Sanchez is going to grow to be one of the best defenders in the world, like in the next 2-3 years. And I think I'm looking at Harry Kane, man. He still looks sluggish. So maybe this is due to the World Cup and everything, but I think in this game he looks really sluggish because this whole thing of he never scored in August, and maybe the fact that he's a slow starter, which is why he's never really scored in this August month. But I think, yeah, he just looked a bit sluggish, not really on it, you know. So, yeah, that was that. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's something you have to worry about. I think, especially in the second half, when Newcastle were putting a lot of pressure on Tottenham, I was like, Tottenham, keep possession of the ball. You need somebody to keep possession of the ball. Then I thought that there was this whole thing that was happening. I think it's Sporting Lisbon. William Carvalho, who opted out of his contract. As I think, William Carvalho is the kind of player that Tottenham need. You can bring on this player and can just come and just calm things down, because you're not going to get that from Dyer or Lucas Moura, who are not good at keeping the ball, don't have the composure or the quality to keep the ball under pressure, especially when Tottenham under pressure. And that's the issue. It's like, you have to always improve. You have to always improve. And I think for a Tottenham fan, first day of a new season, you should be looking forward to, okay, man, let's see how good these new signings are. Okay, he didn't do too well. Oh, this is really good, because that's part of the anticipation of a new season, because you're seeing what new players can complement your other team. That whole crap of like, oh, we've kept the same units, so we're still as strong as we were last season. But your competition has improved. Your competition, knowing where they went badly last season, you have to improve. The very fact that Tottenham didn't win any trophies means you have to improve. Simple as that. The fact that Tottenham did not win any trophies last season means there are things you didn't do well last season. And already you need someone to put pressure on Harry Kane. Because if Harry Kane doesn't work, you need a different striker. Llorente, isn't it? He's trash. So you need another different kind of striker who is more mobile and a bit quicker and who can get onto a through ball as opposed to Harry Kane. You need people competing for the position out wide and in the midfield. And you need a midfield controller. They need a guy who can comfortably pass the ball. There are so many attack-minded midfielders that Tottenham have. Although you've got Dembele, who obviously is very good, but you need somebody who can compete with Dembele. So if Dembele isn't playing well, because what you don't want is everybody saying, look, man, I can play badly, but I'm still going to be in the team because there's nobody that can take my place. Because what every manager wants ideally is 2 quality players in every position. So they know that any player that's playing, you have to play to keep your place in the team. But for Tottenham right now, does Harry Kane have to play for his place to... Does Harry Kane have to play to keep his place in the team? Does Vertonghen have to play for his place to keep in the team? Clearly, because who are the alternatives? Who are the quality alternatives that can come in and do a really good job? No one. But that's why you have to build a squad. Because by building a squad, and for players who are fighting to get into the first team, it means it forces your team to play at a high level to keep their place in the team. That's how it works. So I just think for Tottenham, yes, they won the game. Yes, they looked good in the first half. In the second half, Newcastle should have gotten back in the game. They were unlucky hitting the bar through, run done, and I think a better team would have actually won the game. So for Tottenham, man, that's why maybe if Tottenham gets top 4 again under Pochettino, I'm like, my lord. But the crazy thing, and I think this is what happened when I was at UFF and a Tottenham fan phoned in, he actually said that he hopes Tottenham actually do badly and actually lose games in the run-up to January, because if that happens, it will force leave his hand. Because if Tottenham make the mistake of finishing in the top 4, not winning any trophies, that's mad guy who doesn't want to spend a single penny will say, oh, we finished top 4 again. Fine. You can't run your football club as a business. It's got to be an equilibrium between a business and a football club. And a football club spends money to improve in order to win trophies. That's how football works. But for Newcastle, I think Newcastle will be all right. You know, top 9, top 10, top 11. But for Mike Ashley, same thing as well. You have the money, you have the cash. Give Rafa Benitez the money because this guy is grossly overachieving with this team. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.